Here's the city
short. And this, we just took away the coffee. That just sold out. The white and the khaki will be the next to sell out. But this is a short that actually comes in petite, regular, and tall. It is a 13.5-inch inseam. It is in our super hero fabric, super stretch, of which we are now inching into 6,000 perfect 5-star reviews on this fabric. Here is where Suzanne and I honestly say, go down a size.
Absolutely.
Go down and get your dream size. Here is where we also say, this to me is, well, why don't we, this is such a fabulous cut on a short. It is cuffable, very easy. You can see it on Cara. The fabric itself is unbelievable. It is a combination of viscose rayon and long combed cotton that sit on top and drink in color in a way that is magnificent. And then your man-made fibers, the spandex and the polyester, are to the back. You're getting a minimum of 6 inches of stretch in that waist, 10 inches of stretch in that hip, and you have, honestly, the most innovative fabric on earth, a fabric that has changed and revolutionized how we wear fitted bottoms, for the stretch of it, for the recovery of it, for the silky softness of it. This is a fabric, once you get into it, honestly, you never want to get out of it.
And you put it on, and every time you're like, I cannot believe how comfortable these pants are. You do. Like, I have several pairs of these, because when she brings them out, she does them for a limited time, and then obviously they're not on for the rest of the year. So we're stock-up girls when she's here. We get it. We know it. This is definitely the night where, if you have never tried them, get a couple colors, because I promise you're going to kick yourself that you didn't get more than one color after you try them on. And then obviously if you already have them, this is a phenomenal night to actually stock up. We have it at the lowest price ever at $29.95. We added 2 flex pays, and you can try them for $14, $15. And on top of that, petite, average, tall, 2 through 24 in the sizing.
And I love the cut we give it, because it really gives you knee coverage with 13.5-inch inseam. You can see the other brand. That is a comparable brand. It's supposed to have stretch in it, but it's not super stretch. Look at the belly spill. Look at the muffin spill. Look at how low rider it is. We love to give you a higher rise, so it really gives you tummy control and also a boost and a lift to the derriere. Super stretch, if you had time to sit down and read those 6,000 reviews, would tell you everything. The customer loves this fabric.
Really
no matter what style it comes in, it's 5-star review after 5-star review.
Yep.
There are way over 300 5-star reviews that are perfect just on the shorts alone, because Super Stretch is a miracle in a pant leg. It is a fabric that has, honestly, the highest comfort level. I never dreamt, if you told me even 5 years ago a fabric like this would exist that would give me this kind of luxury, I would have said, I just don't know how. And you know something? It isn't from the amount of spandex you put in it. It's from the way it is basket weave woven. So it not only aerates you, but at 10.5 ounces, it is truly the perfect year-round weight. Love those trousers / pockets. Love that one beeson pocket to the back. Then we give you shaping with 2 little darts. Everything about this is good. Everything about this screams it's a $50 walking short.
Absolutely.
This is the kind of short where I know my cousins are like, oh, they're always winning golf tournaments. But afterwards, they live on a golf course at a country club. You go into the country club and you have the high-end brunch and consume about 10,000 calories that you can wear a short like this into the country club, because sometimes less is more. Like, just the way this is constructed, put together, it's so high-end.
Well, you made it a trouser design.
Yeah.
Which really does lend to that very expensive, high-end. These aren't sloppy
simplicity
shorts. Yeah,
kind
there's just,
of look.
and you could wear anything. I mean, for me, in the fall, can you imagine you got a great little sweater and you put these on? It's, you know how it's still warm enough but cool enough to kind of transition with these?
Yeah.
It'll look fabulous. A pair of like little brown shoes.
But you know, that's the same thing that's interesting, because like if you had that Newport, Rhode Island look. I love wearing these Bermudas with one of my linen blazers and a simple little striped tee underneath.
So cute.
I like putting a blazer with it, or a crested blazer with it, and then a nice high-end, maybe white patent leather loafer with it.
Oh, cute.
So you'll find that you're very inspired by this, and there's a lot of ways to go here. So we love the khaki. I think that this is such a great alternative to a sloppy 100% cotton
like
khaki.
short,
yeah,
please.
Forget it. Never wear those. And those have stable waistbands that I don't want to have to deal with either. Here, you've got so much stretch. You've got a great opportunity to buy SuperStretch and try it if you never have. A terrific opportunity to collect it if you've bought the short and you're saying to yourself, you know what, at this price, I love the short at $42.90 as a TS. I love the short
at $49.90.
At $59.90. It's always on the top seller list every week on .com, but now I really love it at $29. And here's where I would honestly say, and I don't like to spend people's money, but you know what? You got to spend money to save money. You got to spend that little bit of money to get that bargain. Is this not the bargain of the day? Seriously.
Of your whole visit.
Yeah,
this to me is the best value of the whole visit. And again, when they're sold out, it's one time a year that she does them. So it's a small little season where she'll bring them in for a short time, and when they're gone, they truly are gone. I have to show you the colors too, because I love these. We have 3 different versions of denim, if you're a denim girl.
Mid-tone.
This is mid-tone.
Chambray, which I think is your gardening short.
Yeah.
And always know, ladies, the mid-tone, the chambray, and the indigo, which is the purest, deepest color. That's my city version of blue. These will always be the softest and the stretchiest, because the indigo dye, it gentles down. It breaks down the fibers in a good way. This is so soft and
they all
lovely. So those are your 3 shades of blue. The khaki is a pure, true, honestly, trench coat beige.
White, you cannot get enough of these.
That's ivory.
You can't get enough of the ivory.
That, to me, is so enriched. And by the way, very, very low quantity on this. There is a certain sense of urgency to buying this one.
And these are beautiful.
That's the coral. There's the turquoise. And here is the pure black. You tell me.
And then we have a peppermint. I just want to show you the peppermint too. There's peppermint.
You tell me where you can find a sophisticated black city short in one of the best and most revolutionary fabrics in the denim industry, and you can get it at under $30 and never even have to spend a penny on gas or a skosh of your energy to get up, walk out that door, drive to that mall. I find shopping physically now at stores a chore. I like to do everything from my house, on TV, or .com.
Right.
So here we honestly tell you, go down a size. That is the profile and really the DNA of SuperStretch.
Go down a size. Listen, this is important. And I'll tell you, you'll slip them on and you'll go, oh my gosh, where have these been all my life? And you'll be able to wear them all day long. It's not like the shorts that you shove on. At the end of the day, you're like, oh my gosh, and you're screaming to take them off. You'll spend all evening in these. You could sleep in them if you wanted to. That's how ridiculously comfortable they are. And the other thing I think is when you see $29, people go, right, especially if they're new. They go, come on, are you kidding me? The quality of these are absolutely unsurpassed.
We're saying, oh, come on, are you kidding me?
Yeah, we were. That was surprising.
We're saying, you know, I jump up and down when I see these kind of prices for one reason only. As a manufacturer, it's fatal to me. I mean, this is like a giveaway. But on the other hand, taking the long-term point of view, this is an investment for me, because I know all of you and anybody out there who hasn't had SuperStretch yet, you are going to go berserk when you get this home. I've designed now for 40 years. I mean, I've been designing since I actually was a teenager, and I've never come across a fabric like this, a fabric that produced this kind of enthusiasm from customers.
6,000 five-star reviews amongst all of her SuperStretch. It's got to work, and it's got to be pretty impressive. That's probably one of the highest reviewed. I know, it's got to be.
It's the highest reviewed fabric in the history of HSN fashion.
Has to be.
Yeah.
All right, let's say hi to Barbara from Ohio. Hi, Barbara. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Barbara.
Diane.
Uh-oh. I bet you Barbara went to get some shorts.
She is. She's like, you know what? I've been sitting there waiting.
I'm going to go get some shorts.
And this is the chance to do it. We've sold 15,000. We're okay on sizes, so we have 2 through 24. We've got most of the colors, although, as you said, the ivory's getting a little limited. The chocolate coffee brown's already sold out.
Yeah. And the khaki will go as well. But the truth is, this is almost like a BOGO. It's almost like buy one, get one free. Yeah. So I would honestly say to you that if you are someone who says, you know what, I need a short. I don't want to spend a fortune. I don't want cotton that's going to wrinkle, that's going to, at the end of the season, I'm going to want to throw them away, or I'm going to wear them in my garden, in the back of my house. I'm not going to wear them anywhere else. Here's a short that really can span going to the city, going to a high-end cafe, going to the mall. It takes every single kind of footwear style and elevates it. It is, to me, such a brand builder, because for me, if you're not familiar with our brand, you're going to find that you have got a place in the denim world with us, because we make a jean for a real woman. Well, we make a short for a real woman as well. And who in their right mind makes a short in this many colors and makes it also in 3 different lengths as well, and 16 sizes? So how many ways to customize yourself?
And I think what's nice about this, too, it's a really reasonable short. You know, you feel comfortable, you feel secure in it. You're like, hey, it's covering up all the bits and pieces I don't want people to see. You walk out really confident in these, and you're beyond comfortable. I can't wait. I wish I was at home sometimes, Diane, when people put them on for the first time. Because I would love to see their personal reaction. Because it's insane. You're like, oh my gosh, it's unlike anything you've ever felt before.
It's so funny, but everywhere I am, like I was just coming down from my office to get to the airport the other day, Friday, in the elevator, and some woman, people recognize my voice more than they recognize my face. And so I was saying goodbye to someone in my office, elevator door closed, and the woman said, are you Diane Gilman? And I said, yeah. She said, I want to talk to you about those shorts. I bought those Bermuda shorts, and people want to tell you a story. You know something? When you find a perfect fitting bottom and something that you think you really scored and got a deal on, it's exciting. It's in our female DNA. So I have to say that no matter where I am, I hear DG2 stories. And no matter what those stories are, if they're about SuperStretch, women rave about it. They want to know, how did you discover it, Diane? When did you find it? How did you develop it? They just love it.
Well, I'll say something even funnier. When hosts rave about it to other hosts, who actually host her show. So Alice Carone usually does her earlier shows in the day.
Oh my God! I almost had to kick her out of my dressing room this morning. This went on about SuperStretch.
She was telling me about SuperStretch. I'm like, Alice, honey, I do the shows. I know it. So it's got to, it speaks volumes when hosts are walking around going, have you tried the SuperStretch? Oh my gosh, you've got to try this. I'm like, yeah, of course, I love it. She's like, it's the best fabric ever. I'm like, yeah, I know. And that's 2 hosts talking to each other privately. So here's an opportunity. This is the best price we've ever done. They have been as high as $49.90. That is our HSN price. And we sold thousands at the full price. So to be able to get an awesome short that you'll wear for years, chances is interesting. I have never had a zipper break. I've never, and I beat her pants up. I don't bang them.
You really, you wear them out to play tennis in them.
Everything.
You do everything.
Everything I do. I go camping with them. I take them everywhere. And I've never, ever had a zipper ever break. I've never had a seam burst. I have never had a button pop. I have never had a belt loop pop. And I've been wearing
as much as I travel, I have to say.
Have you ever had anything go wrong with your
Never.
pants? Seriously,
you know, because
ever,
that could
really
be serious.
Yeah.
Because if you're on an airplane or something, and I only carry a couple of pairs of jeans with me because they don't wrinkle, they don't fade, they don't bag out. So I figure, you know, 2 pairs of jeans maximum, one on me, one in the suitcase, carry on. I can wear these for 5 or 6 days in a row.
So true.
I have never had a bottom of ours malfunction.
Even you would think a hem would fall out eventually.
No.
And they don't. They wash them, dry them.
And I still have the original jeans from 9 years ago.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Are they still look good?
And they still look perfect.
That's what we always say. The worst part she does is she makes her jeans so good that it's almost a shame. You know what I mean?
And so the truth is, yeah, we always said that we wish that they would dissolve in the rain or something. So you had to go out and buy more. They would be ingestibles like vitamins where you use them up and you've got to buy more. But the real deal here is you can't be on air for 21 years like I am. And you know, not tell the truth about a product or create a product with so much integrity to it. So for the first 8 years, 8.5 years, it was our classic denim that I've got on in a jegging that, by the way, is at an amazing price of $34, and that's coming up. But when you get to SuperStretch, SuperStretch is absolutely the most expensive bottom fabric I can work in. I can't go higher than that. So think about it. Regular price, $59, bestseller on .com every day of the week in and week out. And now we're here at $29.95. And that, to me, is such a huge testimony to, you know what? Thunder to the telephone. What have you got to lose? You've got 30 days to try it, wear it, even wash it before you say, you know what? I didn't love it that much. I'm going to return it. But we know one thing. You're going to love it that much.
And remember, the only thing you have to remember is go down a size. This is like your super dream size, too, because it's got an incredible amount of stretch, but it all returns. So as you said, you never get baggy back end. You never get baggy thigh area. You can sit in an office all day and then stand up and still look as good as you did in the morning when you put them on.
But, you know, honestly, you could play golf in these. You could even play tennis in these.
Absolutely.
You could then go out and be at the mall. You could then sit down and have lunch. You could then get into your high SUV and drive and do all your chores, and you'd still be looking pristine. So the truth to me is best $30 ever spent on fashion. And now it's funny because we've had Bermudas and a form of for 3 years now on air, and finally fashion magazines catch up and say, you know, it's the year of the Bermuda. You really should own a Bermuda. So here you are getting in on one of the best bargains ever, and a great way to jump into the brand and a great way to collect the brand. And if you've bought 1 or 2 colors in the Bermuda, here's a way to come back and collect some more. I would jump. I would buy 3 colors.
Which
and
3?
I know you're not, well, you could guess, right?
Black,
ivory and khaki.
Yeah. Oh, and I really like the indigo.
And
I would add the indigo.
I will take the ivory to Capri with me because I want to be dressing on white on white on white.
Certainly do.
I think that I do. So I think that's gorgeous. Good way to go, ladies.